Hello Hampton 4th grade, this is Miss Vance again. It's April 23rd, 2020, and we're going to look at financial institutions. We're going to start with our vocabulary. Alright, financial institutions are banks, credit unions, credit card companies, and they are in the business of keeping money safe, lending money, and borrowing money. A lot of people don't understand that banks actually do borrow money. They're borrowing your money when they're saving it for you, and they pay you to do that. The next definition is deposit. That's when you put money in a bank. I'll leave it there for a minute if you want to write down the definition, or you can just pause the video. Our next definition is withdrawal. That is when you take money out of a bank. A loan is when you borrow money from the bank, and interest is a fee the bank or company charges. Usually that's on a loan. So let's look at our example of what we do with banks. So at the beginning of March, Mrs. Vance, I actually didn't write this just happens to be a coincidence, had $200 in her bank account. The table shows all the deposits and withdrawals she made to her account during the month. How much money does Mrs. Vance have in her account at the end of March? So what you would do is add up all the deposits. So we have a deposit here, here, and here. So it's 135 plus 40 plus 120. 579, $295. Next, we're going to add up the withdrawals. We have a withdrawal here and a withdrawal here. So $80 plus $70 is $150. So we're going to take our deposit and start with add it to our beginning balance. $295 plus 200 is $495. That's how much money she put in her bank. And now we're going to subtract our withdrawals. So we have $495 minus 150, $345. So at the end of March, Mrs. Vance will have $345 in her bank account. And there is your answer right here. All right, Ms. Winters buys a new couch for $504. To buy the couch, she uses a credit card that charges no interest for the first 6 months. What will Ms. Winters' monthly payment be? So, if we're making payments, Hid part is no interest. All we got to do is divide our amount by how many months we want to pay. So she wants $500. She paid $504. We're going to pay it in 6 months. 6 doesn't go into 5 evenly, so 6 goes into 50. 8 times. 8 times 6 is 48. Subtract. Bring down the 4. 6 goes into 24. 4 times. None left over. So her monthly payment is going to be $84. So let's look at a couple problems that you could get. Number 1, at the beginning of August, Kendra had $320 in her bank account. The table shows all her deposits and withdrawals for the month of August. How much is in Kendra's account at the end of August? So she started out with $320. So first of all, let's add up the deposits and the starting balance. So she started with $320 plus $180. $120 plus $100. 0, 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 2 is 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 5, 6, 7. So she has put in $720. Now we need to add up the withdrawals. We have a withdrawal here, here, and here. So 65 plus 80 plus 160. 5, 14, 20, 2, 305. So if we take that from how much money she's put in, we'll take the 720. Subtract 305. 10 minus 5 is 5. 1 minus 0 is 1. 7 minus 3 is 4. $415. We can check our answers. We can add what we subtracted to the bottom, and we would get 720. So our answer is B. Let's look at number 2. Macy makes a purchase with a credit card that charges no interest for 6 months. Her monthly payment will be $60 for 6 months. Which of the following could be her purchase? So if she's paying $60 for 6 months, let's find out the total of her purchase. So is $360. So we have to find which answers adds up to $360. So she bought 2 dresses for $60 each. 60 times 2 is 120 plus 300, that's 420. This answer is not going to work for us. Let's look at B. 3 bookcases for $120 each. So 120 times 3 is $360. That's what we're looking for. Let's check our other 2 answers just to make sure. 2 stereos for $150 each. 150 times 2 is 300. Plus a nightstand for $50. 350, that's not enough. 1 vacuum for $200, 4 pillows for $30 each. 30 times 4 is 120. 120 plus 200 is 320. That's not enough. It has to equal 360, so B is our correct answer. Number 3, Jackson buys a laptop for $588 with his credit card. He wants to pay back the money with 6 equal monthly payments. His credit card company will charge him $24 in interest over the 6 months. How much will his monthly payment be? We don't need this 6 months again. So we're doing 6 equal payment. This is a month. Remember, interest is a fee the bank charges, so we have to add that to our total price. So 588 plus 24. 12, 9, 11, 612. So now we can divide it by 6. 612, 6 goes into 6 one time. Subtract. 6 won't go into 1. So we're going to bring down, put the 0 on top, bring down this 2. 6 goes into 12 twice. 2 times 6 is 12. Subtract. So we have $102. So C is our correct answer. All right, number 4. At the beginning of December, Mr. Cortez had $240 in her bank account. At the end of December, she has $400 in her bank account. During December, Ms. Cortez made deposits of $350. How much money in dollars did she withdraw from her bank account during December? So we have to look at the total amount she put in. So she started out with 240. She added 350. So she has $590. Now she ended up with 400. So if we subtract that, that'll give us how much she took it out. So 590 minus 400 is $190. So we need to bubble it in correctly. And 1. Alright, I'm not assigning assignment this week. Y'all had an easy week of it in math. Remember that we'll give you the assignment in when Ms. Jackson finishes the finance unit. Remember that Friday is an off day for everybody. So don't look for a lesson or any assignments on Friday. I do have a pop question for you. It's number 5. Remember to send the picture of your work and your answer to the pop question to your homeroom teacher. And as always, you may send me a message on Dojo if you're having a problem, or you can send me an email. We can either meet in Zoom or I'll try to talk you through it. Y'all have a very good 3-day weekend. See you later.